Alright everybody, welcome back to yet again another series preview. It is the other one for the Eastern Conference. This is an interesting one. The Carolina Hurricanes will be taking on the New York Rangers in the 2022 second round. Now this series is going to merge probably the two biggest fan bases around my platforms together. But anyways, let's take a look at how each team got here. Starting off with the Carolina Hurricanes, they beat the Boston Bruins in 7 games, 4-3. They scored 24 goals and let in 20 goals against. You know, the Bruins, they put up a much bigger fight than I thought they would be. And that's mainly because I feel like if they had Freddie in net, this series could have ended in 5 or maybe even 4 games, if I'm being honest. But I think, having a weaker goalie in Raanta in net, which Raanta has not been bad. I'm not going to say that. But I feel like it definitely did take a toll, and that's why the Bruins forced a Game 7, and you had Pyotr Kechkov come in there and play a couple of games as well. But the Bruins, the direction of the team now is uncertain, so we'll see where they go from there. But, the Canes, with a 7-game series win, you got to wonder how they'll play against the Rangers. Speaking of the Rangers, they beat the Penguins in 7 games, 4-3, scored 28 goals, and only let in 29 goals against. Now, here's the thing with the Rangers. They played a much weaker Pittsburgh Penguins team, and they went down 3-1 against a third-string goalie in Louis Domingue. So that is a bit of an issue, and you kind of wonder, well, how are they going to do against a healthy powerhouse Carolina Hurricanes team? And I've talked about how the Hurricanes have been amazing before. I'll put the video on the eye icon, but it's one of the most popular in channel history. I talked about the dominance of the Hurricanes. So I feel like against a healthy team, this Rangers team might not be as good, and they might not get out of the second round as easy as they did in the first round. And they didn't even get out that easy in the first round. So that is one of the biggest questions. And then another big question is goaltending. Shesterkin looked a little bit shaky through a couple of those games for the Rangers. If he goes into a slump like that again against a team like the Hurricanes, I'm not sure you're going to get out of that one alive. Now, when you look at each team's top-performing players, you start off with the Hurricanes. Jacob Slavin leads the way with 2 goals, 6 assists for 8 points. Then you have Tony DeAngelo, which actually surprised me. 1 goal, 7 assists for 8 points. And then you have Vincent Trocheck with 3 goals, 4 assists for 7 points. And then you have Antti Raanta there with a 3-2-0 record, a 2.37 goals against average, and a .927 save percentage. So what I do wonder is that will Anderson come back for the second round here? So I've been wondering it a little bit. I haven't heard too much regarding that. I've heard that he's practiced. I've heard that he's skated, but I'm not entirely too sure if he comes back ready for game 1 of the second round. But I would imagine that he does come back eventually in the second round. As for the Rangers' top-performing players, you see Mika Zibanejad with 3 goals, 8 assists for 11 points. He was a little bit slacky there for the goals, but then he really came back and started scoring. Then you have Adam Fox with 3 goals, 7 assists for 10 points. And then you have Chris Kreider once again scoring goals, 5 goals, 2 assists for 7 points. And then you have Igor Shesterkin, 4-2-0, 3.67 goals against average, and a .911 save percentage. Again, the goals against average is lower, but the save percentage is much higher because of all the shots that he faced in those overtimes and those extra games that he played. Because the Rangers got outshot. In all the games that I watched, at least, the Rangers got outshot. And that is the scary part. They got outshot in Game 1. They got outshot in Game 4. They got outshot in Game 7. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking because if this team is easily getting outshot against a team that probably can finish, unlike an injured Pittsburgh Penguins team, 100% they will get swept. 100%. Now time for the final verdict here. Who takes this series? I'm going to be honest, I've been saying that Carolina takes a series and a sweep. I'm going to be dead honest. I feel like the Rangers, I might be underestimating them a little bit here. I've done it before to New York teams. Look at the Islanders, prime example. With the Rangers, they played a much weaker Pens team. I know I've said that many times already, but it's true. They played a team that was down Crosby for a lot of games, a team that was on a third-string goalie until Game 7, and then you played a team that also was without Rickard Rakell and a lot of other guys, Jason Zucker as well. So that's 4 guys there. Some of them came back midway through the series, and you lost a couple midway through the series. But if you played a team and you took them to 7 like that, then I'm unsure what you're going to do against a very healthy Hurricanes team. And especially if Freddie comes back, this series could end a lot quicker than it did for the first round for the Rangers. So I'm kind of wondering on that aspect. But if the Rangers are going to win, they need to rely on the power plays, 100%. That power play, one of the best in the NHL, if not the best, probably the best in the playoffs right now. So that could play a massive role on if they win this series. And then, as well as that, I mean, the fans will play a big role too. I mean, both teams have very passionate fan bases. And again, they are probably the two biggest fan bases that are on my channel and all my platforms together. So I'm wondering, and I'm very intrigued to see what the series is going to bring, and I cannot wait to stream it on YouTube. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for me. Thank you all very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments who will take this series. Again, I probably think it's going to go to the Rangers in or the Hurricanes in a sweep, so we'll see what happens there. But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you want to see our Stanley Cup Finals, or Stanley Cup Playoffs, not Finals, we're way far from that still. iIcon, it's about 20 videos long. It's got all the previews, some of the live streams. I'll make some videos also referring to the playoffs in the coming days as well. But anyways, thank you all very much for watching. For our supporters, I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video.